We also made important steps forward in strengthening our major defense partnerships. And our countries discussed ways to deepen our science and our technology partnerships to harness technology for the global good. So many major investments in Indian technology by U.S. private sector companies, as well as government-to-government conversations. I would say if I had to summarize it distinctly, most of the discussions really centered on peace. How do you build, sustain, establish peace in the world? And how can we have durable peace that the United States and India work on across the world in the face of new and existing threats? And by those threats, I don't just mean war. A peace that's threatened by health challenges, by climate challenges, by poverty, by perceived or real divisions between geography, north, south, east, west. And as the joint statement showed, as a lot of veterans, I welcomed, I think, the fourth former ambassador to India from the U.S. this weekend for an informal conversation in my house. And all four of them in the last 2 weeks as I've met them have said, we can't believe how much substance are in the joint statements that are put forward. It's clear you're doing deep, serious, important work that isn't just about saying we will talk more, but we will do more. And I think the joint statement reflected that. Both countries resolved to promote a resilient, rules-based international order, to safeguard a free, open, inclusive Indo-Pacific through the Quad and other mechanisms. On global issues, the ministers discussed the tragic humanitarian consequences of the conflict in Ukraine and in the Middle East, reiterating their stance with Israel against terrorism, but also seeking to alleviate civilian suffering and adherence to international humanitarian law. We also made important steps forward in strengthening our major defense partnership, which continues to grow, increasing acceleration that we've seen through initiatives like the Roadmap for U.S.-India Industrial Cooperation, U.S.-India Defense Acceleration Ecosystem, so INDUS-X and IDEX, and expanded collaboration and cooperation in emerging domains, and also, more importantly, because we sometimes just focus on weapons and what's being sold or potentially co-developed, but the operational level of our militaries, which I think is as critical as any equipment. And our countries discussed ways to deepen our science and our technology partnerships to harness technology for the global good instead of technology that harms us and divides us, technology that can connect us and protect us. And these efforts are moving forward at a record-breaking speed under the U.S.-India Initiative on Critical and Emerging Technology, or iCET. Over the past year, we've seen so many advances. We're looking forward to welcoming more visitors in December and January around iCET themes, but so many major investments in Indian technology by U.S. private sector companies, as well as government-to-government conversations, expanding around space, defense co-production, and planetary defense as well. So in short, it was a very successful meeting. I'll give an editorial. I've witnessed many of these gatherings now in my lifetime, and just the warmth between the principles and the depth of the substance is pretty unique for these. Oftentimes people will fly around the world, have 3 to 5 things to talk about, they're important, good to maintain relations. This is at a deeper level. It's at a level in which people know each other over many years now and turn to each other, whether it's U.S.-India relations or whether it's talking about other parts of the world. Increasingly, the United States and India really see each other as collaborators in figuring out the global architecture and the global solutions to some of the toughest things that we face. And that work to promote peace, to promote more prosperity, to protect our planet and our people, those 4 Ps that I talk about really shone through during the 2+2. So with that, happy to answer questions from you and from anyone else. Thank you.
Stay with the Times of India for news breaks, analysis, interviews and events. We bring you stories from your neighborhood and from across the globe as well. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Hit the like button and press the bell icon so you don't miss any of our videos.